Hello friends, today I am going to tell you how exactly to install Ubuntu 20.04, the latest version as a dual boot with Windows 10. The process is very simple, but you will have to follow certain lines of procedure to install it smooth. And it is going to be few minutes of work, and I hope you will definitely like it and you can try it out in your machine as well. Here we start the process. The first step is to get the flashing of OS images onto your USB drive or your SD cards. Let's take USB drive for an instance, and I have tried it with it and I am going to tell you the procedure for the same. Take an USB drive where you have at least 3 GB free space and keep it ready. Format it, and once the formatting is all done, keep it ready, and the next step is to go to the website called as balena.io. You can see that right now in front of your screen where the complete address is given, balena.io/hr, and there you can download the software for the conversion purpose and to flash the OS image into the SD card or into the USB drive. Once you download it, it is just 2 minutes process for you to install it, like what I do right in front of you, and keep it ready. And you must have already downloaded Ubuntu image like what I have done right now. I'll also tell you the procedure for it. Once it is done, it is all easy. Now you need to just select it and start flashing it. You can see that I have shown you the procedure, and the flashing process will take over, and it will be like 2 or 3 minutes for the entire process for the flashing, and then it needs some time for validation. That will also be done quickly. You can see that this Balena HR software is sufficient for you to get the complete OS image completely moved as an image into the pen drive, which can be used for installation process. The flashing is complete right now, as you can see. And what is the next step? I'm going to tell you exactly how to download the Ubuntu image. The image that I have downloaded already is what is shown in the previous section that I explained right now. But for it to be done, you need to go to ubuntu.com/download/desktop. The latest version, Ubuntu 20.04 LTS, is presented here, and LTS is nothing but the long-term support, which you can see right now. And the minimum requirements are mentioned as 2 GHz dual core processor, 4 GB system memory, 25 GB of free space, and once you click download, it will all be downloaded. It's quite a bigger download, so it takes about 10 minutes for me to download it at a decent speed of 40 Mbps, and depending on your speed, it will be downloaded. So once it is all done, just use the software that I have referred to you right now to burn it into the pen drive with which you can install easily the Ubuntu. Now this process is done. We have one more process which is left out. What is it? Before you go into the installation, type cmd. Cmd is nothing but your command prompt, and in that type the command which you see in front of your screen right now. So the command which will get you the disk management is what I am typing right now, and this command is sufficient for you to get the setup done. And you can see the command diskmgmt.msc. It will get you the complete disk management structure, and go to C drive, do a right click. There is a shrink volume option which you will see immediately, and just click that shrink volume option. And once it is done, the query will start as in how much volume can be shrinked, and you can see that the shrink volume will let you select the memory space, select the hard drive space for you to keep it for Ubuntu. So as I was recommended with 25 GB space by Ubuntu itself, I have selected the same, and 25,000 MB is what I have given here. And once shrink is given, you can see in the screen right immediately that the space is allocated for it, and it will take about half a minute, and you can see that 24.42 GB is available in the last partition. You can see that in the right hand side corner, the 24.42 is available. Now what do we do? Just reboot your machine, and once you reboot, you will get the immediate screen option where you can install Ubuntu and try Ubuntu. Now remember, when you do that, when you do a reboot, you will get a screen where you need to select. This will automatically happen, so there is nothing great to do. When you reboot it with the pen drive inside it, you will get the option like this, and there you need to select install Ubuntu and select the Wi-Fi connections there if you have any. It is preferred because the updates happen automatically, and give you your Wi-Fi username and password, and once it is done, you are all set to go. I repeat it, the pen drive must be inserted, restart. The moment you restart it, the screen will come, and it is very easy. Now, how do you install it? We have two options. One is normal installation, another one is minimal installation. I go with normal installation because it is all taken care of by Ubuntu, and other options are also available. If you want to do it, you can test it out, but I am not going to go about that right now. Normal installation is sufficient, which is easy for us to go ahead and install the complete Ubuntu with ease. Now, Once this is done, it takes about half a minute for it to settle down, and you can see that my internet connection is all up and running. And once it is done, install Ubuntu alongside Windows Manager, erase disk and install Ubuntu. These options will come. Just go ahead with selecting install Ubuntu alongside Windows Boot Manager. This is the easiest option where everything, as I told you, will be taken care of completely. Just give continue here, where this will permit the disk changes, because you are creating a new operating system there in the machine. And once it is done, your process is done completely. It's smooth. It's almost 80% done. Now what you need to do is just sit back and relax. Select your zone. I am in India, so I selected Kolkata. And once it is done, give your username and password that you want. And you can also log in automatically without a username and password, but I don't prefer you to do that. And once this is done, it's all easy and it's all automatic. You do not have much of the work to be done after this, and it's going to be simple. Now I'm confirming my password again, and continue when you give. That's it. The work is done. You can see that welcome to Ubuntu message will come. It will start loading all the necessary content, and it happens in few minutes. Actually, it took about 10 minutes for me to get this done. It's just about 10 minutes. And you can see that the fundamental default available software will all be installed, and you are also given a lot of note about what are all the things that are available in the library which you can install from the Ubuntu store. So please go through it when you have time. You will learn a lot about it when you go through the store content actually. So they have enriched the features, which I definitely see as a greatest improvement from the previous version with respect to almost all the things, with respect to even the browsing, the features, the comfort. Everything is beautifully done, and it's a real cool experience. You will definitely love it when you start using it. Now the installation is complete. You need to restart in order to use the new installation. Just restart the machine. Once you do that, you will get this message. Please remove the installation medium, which is nothing but the pen drive, and then press enter. I need to remove the pen drive because the image is there, so I removed it right now, and I restarted. You can see that the screen has gone blacked out. And now you get this grub screen where you can understand that you've got Ubuntu and Windows installed. I select Ubuntu now for me to go ahead and use Ubuntu. Just I need to select it, and if you want to go with the Windows booting option, select Windows. That's it. Now I have booted with Ubuntu. You can see that the date is June 3rd, 2020, and I've given my username and password here. Username is the one that I have already given. So the password is all done there, and that's it. Your Ubuntu is installed for you. Remember, you need to burn the image into the pen drive. You need to make sure the pen drive is intact and connected. And once the system prompts you to remove it, only then you remove it. But otherwise, it's all easy. I hope you like the tutorial. And if you have any questions, please go ahead and type it in the comment section. I'll be able to answer it. Thank you.